The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, fellas. Deepak. Guys, I opened the room a couple minutes early. We have a Bank of England rate decision. If you guys are interested in trading the pound 6B in your Ninja platform, I am watching 6B. If you guys are here on trial, good morning and welcome. Rich, good morning. Guys, good morning, good morning. I am watching there's a big bid here at 36.36. I'm sorry. Yeah, 36.36. We're at 36.51. – 8 o'clock is the announcement. Expectation is for an unchanged rate. We just sold off hard. Unchanged. There were dissenters. All right, guys. This is a short about, let's see, hang on, 36.10 maybe. Nah, it's not going to come back. Well, $36.10 was the area that I was interested in. It never came back. In any event, guys, good morning. Guess we're not going to get a pound trade. I don't have anywhere for it to bounce. Hang on one second. Let me see if I can see if this thing wants to bounce somewhere. Yeah, we should bounce here. I'm going to try a long on the 6B at 70. What do we have to get back above here? 70. Right here, 77. Tried to buy 77, no fill. No fill. No fill at 77. In any event, guys, good morning. 77 was the entry. I didn't get filled. I didn't get filled on the short on a pullback to 10. We do have continuing and initial jobless claims this morning. Hope you guys all had a good evening. Good morning, Dale. Kayla, good morning. Chris, guys, good morning. I was hoping to catch a 6B trade, but didn't pull back to 10. And then on the 77, which is what I was trying to pick up, they were only about 10 ticks above that, but I'm not chasing it. Next. Let's take a look at what we got here, guys. Coming into today, Thursday, pump and dump. Hey, Chris! Pump yesterday, then dump on stellar job report. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a dump. Maybe a pullback, but I gave my synopsis yesterday. Here is good morning, Becky. Blessings to you as well. Here is my belief for going forward. We may get a pullback, but we're still in the BTFD mode. And I make the most on down moves too. I prefer them to sell off. But be that as it may, I think we're going to see a typical Christmas rally. The top of the channel on the NASDAQ is just above 500. I don't know that we get to 16,500, but that is the top of the channel. Seems to be where this NASDAQ is wanting to head. We get to the end of the year, and we are going to have first quarter earnings starting in January. And I think the market after that will kill itself. I could be dead wrong. I mean, we could go to 30,000. That's my opinion. The other thing that'll be interesting is what the Democrats do with the tax laws, right? If they change the tax laws and then they make it retroactive, so you may get year-end selling, but if they make it retroactive, who knows? Who knows? Just an opinion, guys. We don't trade opinions. You know what they say about opinions. ES. Yeah, capital gains tax raise would be detrimental to the market. I mean, my opinion is relative to that. I think that they will probably forego that, Chris. And the reason, I mean, listen, the only thing that Biden can hang his hat on at this point is that the market is still at all-time highs. That's it. Everything else he's done has been a complete and utter catastrophe. He has not done one thing in 10 months that has improved the economy or improved anybody's lives, other than the fact that he's not sending out, mean tweets. But the economy is in shambles. The average American is sucking gas. And the last thing that I think that the Democrats would want to do is rupture this stock market. My opinion. That loss in Virginia was big. And, maybe foreboding for next November. In any event, we trade the market we have, not the market we want, right? We had a great day yesterday. We had a lot of fun with FOMC in the afternoon. For those of you guys that joined us, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I know. Well, how else would you get to a climate summit, Dean? If you're not flying a private jet, how else would you get there? Not in a commercial plane, for God's sake. Sailboat. Yeah. Guys, here's what we're looking at. NASDAQ up 64, call it 5. ES is up 7.5 handles. YM is basically flat, up 5 points. Russell is up 7 handles. Gold is up $18. Bought it yesterday at 65.5 with a 60 stop. Got aggressive on the stop, moved it to 63.5. Guess what? Out. Never went to 60. Be that as it may. Copper is green. Oats are green. Silver is green. Crude up $1.69. Gas is up. Natural gas. Bonds are down 6/30 seconds. Looking at pre-market, virtually green across the board. Facebook, Tesla, Amazon, Netflix, Nvidia, Baidu, Google. Moderna's down 40 bananas. What happened to Moderna? I didn't see any news on Moderna, but it's down $41. Square, AMD, green. Twitter, Microsoft, Intel, which doesn't move anyways. You can buy it for $50 today. You could probably sell it in 10 years for $50. That's off 2 cents. Peloton, Shop, Zoom, Google, Baba, Chipotle. Everything is green, guys. Earnings miss on Moderna. Thank you. Massive guidance cut. Thank you, Lee. Okay. Morning, Daniel. Apparently, I didn't know Moderna had earnings yesterday. Moderna missed earnings and huge revenue miss and massive guidance cut. Well, the vaccine doesn't work. False sense of security. That and masks. False sense of security. I don't know if you guys saw the article that came out the other day in Bloomberg, but there was an article. Today is Thursday. I think it was, wear 3 masks. There was an article that came out, maybe it was Monday. I read it Monday, and the article basically said that whether or not you're vaccinated, you are as likely to contract COVID and pass COVID. So there's no real protection. There's none. All this, baloney about, get the shot, get the jab, take the jab, blah, blah, blah. Those of you guys that are in the room know I am unvaccinated. I have had COVID. I had it in February. I did not miss a day of work. I ran this room every day through COVID. Chris, you've had it, 3 times? Twice. My apologies. I don't wish it on you a 3rd time. In any event, guys, we do have a little bit of news continuing in initial jobless claims at 8:30. I don't think we have much more than that. I don't think we have anything that's earth-shattering. Natural gas inventories today, but nothing. Now, I would expect to beat tomorrow, Friday. Hey, Caleb, I can live with 133. Tomorrow, Friday, we have non-farm payrolls. That's usually a blast to trade. I like 175 for an initial bounce on the NASDAQ. There's our first bot trade of the day. Yesterday's high was 145, call it 146. Yesterday's close was 129. All my targets were hit. I gave you guys in the overnight in member Skype a 191 when we left. I changed that to 205 in member Skype. If you guys look at member Skype, I put 205 in. That target has been hit. That was it. It was last night. It was at 68 when I put that in. That's what I took, Tim. I took ivermectin. I see 174, maybe 175. I see 162. I can see, yeah, we can come down to 145. I don't know that we do or we do not. Let's take a look at the crystal ball. Volume is light. Volume is light. NASDAQ has traded 51,000 contracts overnight, 51,400 contracts overnight. Just to reiterate, and this is for my order flow guys and for my trials to give you some perspective, typically when we come in at 8 a.m. in the morning, we have traded about 68,000 contracts, give or take. We're at 51. Yesterday, I think we came in, we were in the 30s, right? But that's typical for FOMC. So 51,000 contracts. Right now we have 1,350 plus net buyers in the overnight. I do expect a pullback here off that 205 number. I'll look at it. 183 is the bottom of the cloud on the 10-minute. 175 is the 50-period moving average on a 15-minute. We've been walking this. We've been above. That is correct, Mimi. Yep, correct. It's right here. That's a bit of resistance here at 205. I would expect a pullback on the NASDAQ initially into here, and I would think that holds. This is a 15-minute. I mean, we've got a fair amount of support in there. You know, look at that, all lines up pretty much with the 50. We'll take a look at the sloth, which is the ES, arguably my least favorite thing in the planet to trade. And you can see we are holding the 50 period. I would think that a pullback into this area here is your long 55. I would actually, I've traded the Russell recently. The ES, I'm just loath to trade. It's so, yeah, I have, Chris. Dude, I've killed the Russell. Killed it. The other day you weren't in the room. It was up like 40 handles. Killed it. But this is looks like support on the ES in that zone. The Russell, same thing. We're holding the 50 period on the 15-minute all night. Same thing with the Russell. I think they're going to have a hard time breaking that area. The YM, I care less about. Gold. Yesterday's high was 89.3. We will probably trade up to 89.3. I would like to see a pullback, maybe to 75, but I'd like to wake up with a full head of hair tomorrow, and that's not going to happen. But we'll see what we get with gold. You're up 265,000 on Russell in October. You are the only guy that I know on the planet that trades 100 contracts in the Russell. Seriously. I love you, man. I do. I wish I had your guts. Yeah, you can push it with 100 contracts. In any event, guys, we're here. It's not a beautiful day in the South. It is raining. Let me read the disclaimer, and we'll get on with it. Let's make some money. U.S. government required disclaimer: futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend more or less credence to any trade. Please trade according to your own accounts. Please trade according to your tolerance for risk. We're good to go. Big bids at 55. 700 sellers. Look at this. 700 sellers down to 500 sellers on the opening bar. Guys, is all I have targets, but as always, trade them as you see fit for your accounts. I believe we will get to that 49, and I believe we will puke it up in less than 30 seconds. But trade them as you see fit for your accounts. Okay? I think we puke in 10 seconds. We'll see. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Now we can go. Puke it up. Come on, dump. Dump. No. So I tell you guys, trade for your accounts. I have a target. We just bounced right back to the 50. Come on, sellers. Come on. My stop, guys, is 82. 82.50. Come on. Are you kidding me? Back on the 50 period. Get down here. Sold 600 just under in the first 3-minute bar. We've got 300 buyers in the current 3-minute bar. Come on, you're free to go. 49, 49, get away. Let's go. If you guys are, nervous or anxious, take your ticks. They're losing the buyers. They're down to 80 from 300. Back up to 100, back down. Again, if you guys are anxious, stop is 82.50. Take your ticks. Take some money. It's your prerogative. All right, choppy. YM sold off nicely. YM was a nice trade. And this NASDAQ looks like it's still flirting with that 50-period moving average. This is one ugly trade, guys, for the first 7 minutes. We got a nice push down. I mean, it gave a nice trade, but it didn't come to my target. Came to 57, 12 handles. YM behaved as it should. ES is still holding area support. NASDAQ looks like it's escaped from an asylum and doesn't know which direction to run. Seriously. I mean, there's buyers in here. I'm out. I'm out. Son of a... I have no reason to be long yet. None. None. We are closed above VWAP, but I still don't. I mean, we could trade back to 205, but it's the same herky-jerky. Yeah, watch this 15-minute. Took me out, but I still don't like the longs. And I'm not afraid to hit it again on the short side. Four minutes to the next 15-minute candle. Not a single bot trade. Nothing. YM is starting to get a bid. YM came to my 955 target. It was a nice short. NASDAQ is misbehaving. ES is holding that 55. I think ES is longs at 59 with a stop below 55, maybe 54. Russell is longs, 420. Russell is long. First target is 425. Gold is still longs pushing. We're coming up here now to 98. Crude, its Crable break is 69. it could come back to 52 and then 39. And copper, nothing yet. Looks like NASDAQ wants to trade back up to 205. But it's got to get above 92. I would take it at 92 on the long side. If you're aggressive, you can take it in here, but it has to break through 92, 93. We do have 1,300 net buyers. ES, a little easier to trade, believe it or not. That's your entry, 93. Call it quarter. Then we're going to trade it up into 04. There's a 194 buyer here. That's the big buyer I see. That's all I see. I don't know how that didn't come down to the target. I really don't. There's your long. There's your long. $1,700 net buyers. Now we've got to get this swing at 97 quarter. We should get 05. We're through that swing. Now we've got to get 01 half. Got to 01 quarter. Got it. Now we need 0275. Come on. 0275 gives us 0405. Some sellers, small. 30 contracts sold here. There we go. There's your 4-5 target. Get through 6. And we can try to push up into the high of the day at 16. So I missed it on the short. Gave us nice trade, but didn't give me targets. First target would be off here, 05. We need to push through 575. And you can start targeting 16 if anybody is long. Okay, here comes the high of the day and a new high. I mean, if we break out here resoundingly, you can target 281. Seriously, this could get stupid. Next level up is going to be 22 to 24. You guys good on the long? Nice job, Deepak. Daily goal in, runners going. Guys, we're almost to $1,000 on the runner here. Not bad. Craig said we do get oil from Canada. That was the Keystone Pipeline. Yeah, but he shut it down. If you guys want your money, take it. You might get a shallow pullback to 29. There may be a 10-handle pullback in here. But I think we go to 57. Right? We're trying to trade to that 57 now. Uh-oh, double top. Uh-oh, come on. Not anymore. Dun, da, da, da. Over $1,000 on the runner. Da, 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 da. Perfect entry, fellas. Come on, give us 10 mas. Come on, give us the rest. 56, 57. ES, extra stuffy. We just hit 68, which was my target one. 84. ES is going to 84. I don't speak very good Spanish, but ocho cuatro. I'm not Spanish fluent. 84. Come on, let's go. 57. Nice job. Yep, nice job, Mimi. 57. Idiot at 50. Come on, power up. Power up. Blow them out. Go ahead and sell some. Get out of the way. Don't you stop us at that round number. This guy must have read Jesse Lattimore's book. I want 57. I really do. We got 52. Still block buys. 47.50 at another 20 contract buy. Top of the hour coming. ES is motoring. They're buying 47.5. They're buying 47.5, fellas. They hit him again and again. She's getting tired here. 30 is the pullback entry. All right. We haven't flipped yet on a 1 minute. I'll come out on the 1 minute flip. Yep, rides like this are fun. Next candle group is going to be in 1 minute. 1 minute. Come on, 57. If we can get through 58, 59, we go 66. Got new hourly candle coming up, fellas, in 23 seconds. I really would like to see us get to 81. without a pullback. Two, 1, 0. New hourlies. Here we go. New candles all the way around. Come on. New buyers. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Get this dingbat out of here at the round number. Pulling the 95 up. Unfinished auction. Cap it. Now go. I want to hold here. It's overbought, guys. It's going to have to work off overbought. So trade them as you see fit. I'm going to probably kill this trade momentarily. You can re-enter at 28, 29 area. All right. I'm out. 28 or 29 is another entry. Everybody good? Got to work off overbought, guys. Way overbought here. Anybody not take the trade or pass on the trade? Okay, everybody should be good, fellas. Hit my first target at 25. Yeah, it's just, yeah, we're out of FOMC mode. He said what he had to say. Dovish as dovish could be. Crude, I told you guys, is short. And crude could come 81.50. 81.50 if you're short crude. Crude could come 81.50. Copper, I have no trade. Moderna, I feel badly for it. My RTY bot has not fired a trade. No. Negative Ghost Rider? No trades. Neither has gold, I don't believe. Nope, gold hasn't fired a trade. Look at this crude, fellas. Second target hit, almost a third target. If you're still holding NASDAQ, fellas, your target is 80, 79. Just got to push through. You know, I love these Ludwig levels because they're excellent targets. And I hate them profoundly when I know I have to break through the resistance of them because they hold like cement. If we get above this level, 62, we can go. We are terribly overbought on the 15-minute. Terribly. I mean, we can stay overbought for weeks, right? We know that, but we are overbought. And I was hoping when I came out that I would get the pullback to 29.50, 30, and I could reload. Nothing I can do with this here, or nothing for me to do. I've made money. I'm nicely green on the day. I'm cool. YM got nothing. ES still going. Russell longs above 26. If you trade RTY above 26, you trade 450, 449. Yeah, 449. Gold 1803 target. Crude still have it in shorts. Bots hit second target. Copper, nothing, dead. Anybody want me to look at anything? Bonds, quiet, but bid. daily up. Re-entry, as I see it, I like somewhere down near 30 with a stop at 16. 28 may be a good entry. Why 28? Because at 28, I have a confluence here of the second standard deviation and the 34 moving average. We may not get there. We have not rolled on the 1 minute. We haven't even gotten a pullback on the damn 1 minute. Yeah, but the small sellers that are showing up are getting bought up. You got 500 in this candle. I wouldn't even, at this point, consider a short on the NASDAQ. I mean, that's surely death. $20, we have natural gas. We had a big natural gas trade last week. I'll watch natural gas. The long entry, I'm looking at where this ellipse is. And don't call me Shirley. Absolutely. Bad week to stop sniffing glue. Oh, anybody have any questions? If you're not in a trade, be patient. Sit on your hands. We get paid to wait. Paid to wait. And if the trade goes to 80 without me or you, if you're not in it, then it does. As long as you made money today, it's all that matters. And buyers right back in. I mean, this is, again, much like yesterday. The second standard deviation. No, I'm sorry, first, one standard deviation. So we have a confluence of one standard deviation down there around 29.30 and the 34 moving average, which is that green dotted line. If I get a pullback there, I think we can grab it. I think it makes a good entry. If not, if it just keeps going, c'est la vie. I ain't buying highs. We're still massively overbought. We'll see what we look like in 3.5 minutes on the next candle. On the bot, gold has hit third target of 68 ticks, hit it to the tick. I think we can come down another 50 ticks, but crude. You know how crude likes to screw around at the whole numbers. Apparently, Crude read Jesse Livermore's book too. And here we go again, pumping up the jam, guys. We're through red. We're through. Yeah, I read that book. I think everybody's read it. I don't know many people that haven't. Guys, you can target 80. If you guys are breakout traders, you can try. You can take a trade. You can now, buy this 65, 64, 63, and target 80. This is Justin. Yep, that was the entry, Deepak 62. Nice job. This is just an insane move. Anybody still holding to 79 or 80 from that 94? Nice job, Mimi, holding ES. Deepak's holding. Anybody else in the NASDAQ? Nice job, Ray. Okay, short squeeze. Nice job, Ken. Who the hell is left short? They've killed him repeatedly. Seriously. Seriously. This market has eliminated every short seller out of existence. If you're a short seller and you are short size, you're done. You're done. Here's where we're headed. We just got new numbers. 350, 346. Here comes that 81 target, 80 target. Guys, I almost feel like a bystander to a crime watching this thing go. Well, there's 80, 79, 80. Who thought I was nuts when I gave you that target? 80 to the tick. Who thought I was nuts? Chris, you got 100 on here? Somebody tell me they've made 150, 200,000 today. All right, Peter. I'll see you this afternoon if you want to join us. Nice job, Cliff. Up 2,700. Guys, I honestly do not think we are done here. I mean, that's the scary thing. We have 4,500 net buyers. The market hasn't been open but 45 minutes. We're going, listen, fellas, we are going, hey, Kim. Well, above here, I'll tell you where the NASDAQ is headed. All right. Now, this doesn't obviate the fact that we could get pullbacks, right? But if you guys are swing traders, I'll tell you where we're going. 491, 500. It's the top of the channel. We're headed to 500. $60 makes a great pullback. I don't think we'll see it. We're now breaking above this resistance here. We're going to trade above 300 soon. We're going to trade above 300, fellas. I told you could take it long at 64.65. All right. It's time to stop the crying. Let me look at copper, because copper, crap, that's its opening range low. 33.20. Indeedly do. That's the opening range low, and you're going to have to trade it for a daily breakout. I hate that. Guys, is there anything else that anybody trades that they want me to look at? I mean, I can. Let me just go down my list. Forget the indices. We know where gold is going. Silver presumptively has broken out as well. Surely did. How about platinum? PL. Actually, platinum is quiet. We know where crude is, selling off. How about heating oil? Short. If you trade heating oil, HO. HO. We're above R2, Mimi. HO is a short if you trade heating oil. Natty gas, I don't really want to touch because we have inventory in 12 minutes, so I won't touch it. How about RB has got to be in a massive pukage. It is. Massive pukage. If you guys trade RB, which is gasoline, if it breaks down below hourly support at 32.3572, it comes down to 29.40. It may bounce here. It's on top of the cloud on the 10-minute. How about live cattle? For those of you that may have never traded live cattle, a lot easier to trade than dead cattle. Short. Live cattle is short. Lean hogs. No, I have nothing. Feeder cattle, FC, short. If anybody trades feeder cattle, short. Grains, rough rice, RR, nothing. Soybeans, short. Soybeans are short if you guys trade beans. I mean, there's 100 things. 100 things I can trade. Corn. Corn would be a long, but it's got to get above 568. Oats, long. It's long. Oats is going bananas. Wheat. Wheat is long if you're a wheat trader. Look at this bot trade, fellas. You've got a 100-tick runner on the bot. 100-tick runner. I wonder where the stock drops to. Down to second target. Let me just look at crude because I gave you guys a target on crude. Yeah, 81.50. I gave you 81.50. We had 57. Close enough for hand grenades. Close enough for hand grenades. I can't tell you that, Leo. That's trader preference. I mean, you should at least activate the third target in your settings. Then you know where it could go. How about sugar? Too slow for me. Cocoa. Short. Orange juice. May get a bounce to 119, 120. Cotton. Nothing. Coffee. Long. Coffee long. Coffee's going to 212.55 if you trade coffee. Currencies, let me see what the dollar's doing. Save me the aggravation. They're all down. Amgen is a short. If you guys trade, stocks, it's a short. Amgen is short. I mean, guys, if there's anything you want me to look at, let me know. I'll gladly look at it. All right, my 50 target was hit on crude bot. That's a nice trade, fellas. $1,250, $1,300 runner. 8150 blue. The hell can crude come? Off the CL bot, the website shows two off. No, Leo, listen. No two traders are going to trade the same, right? So let me put it to you this way. We know that target one is going to get hit the highest percentage of time, right? So it's a very high percentage to get to target one, right? Less of a percentage to get to target two, and even less of a percentage to get to target three. Why? Because target one is 1.5 times average true range. Target two is 2.5 times average true range. Target three is 3.5 times average true range. So if the average true range is 50 ticks, let's say, target three is 150 or 60 or 70 ticks, right? I'm just using arbitrary numbers, right? So as a trader, as an individual trader, you have to say, okay, what's in my best interest? Not what did Bob say I should do? I can't tell you what to do. I mean, for instance, if you're trading a $8,000 account, you may wish to take all 3 contracts off, or however many you're trading, 2, 1, 10, at target 1. Right? Does that make sense? This is the trade I gave you guys when I said crude is a short. Well, you can't follow me exactly because you and I are probably trading 2 different sized accounts, whether it's an order flow trade or a bot trade. If I take a $5,000 hit, it really doesn't affect me. I mean, I'm not happy. In the morning session, when I give the disclaimer, my disclaimer is very specific. At the end, I say past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade, right, does not constitute a better trade or not. If you guys are in the afternoon session, typically, because the market's a little easier, I mean, I think it's easier to trade. You guys have seen me put on 5 to 10 contracts. Those are live trades. Those are not sim trades. But if I put on 10 contracts, that does not mean I think it's a better trade than a 1 contract trade. So the point I'm trying to get across is it's irrelevant what I do. What's relevant is, did you make money every day, right? There are, listen, for instance, I have never, Chris, and I know I can talk about Chris because Chris has allowed me to talk about it. Chris has made in the last 10 months over $2 million. I have not made $2 million. I haven't made anywhere near $2 million. I haven't made $1 million trading, let alone 2. But I don't have the ability to trade a 100 contract trade. So the difference is Chris and I may take the same trade. He may take it with 50. I may take it with 3. I don't look at it and say, oh, well, Chris made $2 million plus in the last 10 months. What is he doing? I can't do what he does. I'm telling you, I can't. I am being very forthright. And, for you guys that are here on trial, I do not I can trade comfortably. I'm good with up to 10. I have traded 20s and 30s in the past. It is very uncomfortable for me, especially when I take 20 or 30, potential points of heat. Additionally, and the reason I give the disclaimer is if I put on a size trade like you guys have seen me do in the afternoon, what I consider size, some of you guys may say, oh, 5 contracts, bullshit. I trade 25 as a course of doing business. That does not constitute a better trade. I may just be willing to take some more risk based on where I'm at in the day. So one of the things that I have done, yeah, I will. Give me a minute, Caleb. One of the things that I do is I say, okay, I'm up today $2,000, just to use a number, right? If I normally will trade 2 or 3 contracts, but now I'm holding some of theirs, maybe I want to trade 5 and leverage that profitability into greater profitability. Now, of course, there's always a potential risk of loss. But if I'm nicely green on the day, then I'm willing to take more risk because I'm not playing with my net money. Yeah, exactly, Daniel. Right. It's the same trade, whether you trade 1 contract or 100, right? Or 1,000 for that matter. But what I'm saying is that when I'm nicely green, I am willing to take more risk because I'm not in danger generally, because I always use stops, right? I have an exit point. I'm not in danger of going into my equity. I'm playing with their money. It's kind of like if you're in Vegas and you're sitting at a blackjack table and you're up $5,000 and you've been playing $25 hands. You may wish to play $50 or $100 hands. Now I'm trying to exponentially grow the account. Here's what I want to point out. I told you guys crude was a short. This is something that I've taught you guys. This is your Crable break. We're going over 300 now, guys. Good Lord God Almighty. If you took it again at 64, 65, you're loving life. You got another 30 handles here. This is your Crable break. These are very often monster trades, right? What is the Crable break? Some of you may not know. This is the opening range, opening distribution range, right? This is your low. I told you guys, I said crude is a short. It's breaking its Crable. We sold through the opening range low. Look at that. Plowed. This is copper. Here's the opening range low on copper. Copper. You got a gun, copper? We just sold through the opening range low. Now, sometimes they go 10, 15, 20 ticks, no big deal. Other times you get a trade like this, where this son of a gun goes 82.70, 81.70, almost 150 ticks. It is 150 ticks, right? Here's NASDAQ. Look at NASDAQ. Your Crable break was at 250. Long. 1003. Now, whether you're in the Joe, I use regular market hours, 9:30 to 10 on copper. Deepak got his 304 target. She's still going. Yes, Judd, if you're in the room, yes, the afternoon session is today. Today is the last day of the afternoon session. Guys, if you're in the afternoon session, I have sent all your invoices. Will you all please kindly take care of them? Those of you guys that have already paid the invoices, hey Joel, I have sent the link out. Okay, buddy. Natural gas inventory. It's 1033. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Plus 63 BCF versus plus 64 to plus 68. So it came in just below. All right, let me look at Amgen for you. Hang on, brother. Hang on. AMGN. You want a target on this rat dog? If I had to put a number on Amgen, where is this thing coming down to? Probably 210, 208, and 206. I think 206 is the low end. Now, I mean, it could come, if I look at, let me just look. No, we have a pivot at 200. We could revisit that 200, right? We have a pivot down there. Boy, this has been a straight puke anyways, going back to August from 240. I just saw it today for the first time. Guys, I've got nowhere to get in NASDAQ. 90 now, 90 on a pullback. We may not see a pullback. Europe doesn't close until 12:30, right? This week and I think next. Europe doesn't close till 12:30. So I have nowhere to get in. I have nowhere to get in on NASDAQ unless I get a pullback. We may not get a pullback until after we're out of this room. But in the afternoon session, we may. This is trading to 350 now, guys. We're going to go to 350. Ultimately, we're going to 500. Oh, only this week? Yeah, we change our clock Saturday here. We roll them back an hour. Bonds are bid, yields are getting crushed. The only place I have to get in right now on the NASDAQ, guys, is 89. That's it. We have 5,800 almost net buyers. I mean, you guys can still buy it here. Your stop isn't going to change. Your stop is going to be 80. Again, I took my profits. I'm not buying here. It'll be a quick one. There's only been 3 trades today. NASDAQ crude and now the Russell. That's it. 3 bot trades. 2 winners. NASDAQ was a loser. Big winner on crude. So far, a small winner here on the NASDAQ. We've got target 1. We might get target 2. Look at crude. You dirty dog. If that comes back up through VWAP, I'm hitting it again on crude. If crude gets above 09, it's going to go. 10 is a better entry, I think, on crude. I'm going to move this down to break even and take it off. There is a break even button on the bots. It's out. Target one only. We will not get an ES NASDAQ trade on the bots today. Well, we had one NASDAQ, but we won't get another. And here goes NASDAQ again. Going to break out. Good Lord. Guys, we've been overbought since basically 9:45 candle. And it's staying overbought. You have a target at 46. If I can get a pullback, I'll get back in the trade. Here's another trade, another of the opening range trades, right? Gold went through its opening range or Crable break here, 92. And it went to 1,800, $8. ES will see 80 today. This freaking NASDAQ's going to go again. Guys, is there anybody not making money? Yeah, 20,000. Do I have anybody that has not made money today? Is there anybody down? Okay, everybody's green. Nobody's losing money. Okay. I'm just looking around, guys. I'm going back through every dang thing. I don't see much. Unless you want to get into some of these esoteric things. Ed. This was a hell of a move, Dole. I mean, this was, like yesterday afternoon in the afternoon session. This was one hell of a move. I mean, and it's still going. We've been overbought for the last 4 15-minute candles and current. This thing hasn't pulled. Yeah, Amgen is going to get torched. This thing hasn't pulled back a shard. We have 6,200 net buyers. Guys, this is going to go to 500. I mean, it's 150 points away. Does anybody doubt that at this point? That's the top of the channel. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. I said it in the afternoon session. I detest trend days. I detest trend days. It might get there today. You got the FOMO crowd jumping in, that's for sure. I do not imagine that they're tearing up any stops in here. I mean, who's short? You would have to be muy cuckoo. Meanwhile, the YM has fallen all over itself. And now Russell just puked it up, going to. So here's the thing. This is why I hate the break even button, right? we'd be trailing Russell. Nice job, Kim. Second target's hit. It's coming to third. Are you using the auto trail, Kim? Okay. Yeah, I hope Chris isn't looking for zero today because it ain't going to happen. We may get a pullback here, guys. So what I'd like to see is a pullback. First area of support is going to be the zone between 5 and 13. I just want to show you guys this. This is a major trade in copper below the Crable break. Major trade. All right, we're into this initial zone. We've got 600 sellers in this candle. So what I want to see now is I'd like to see a fairly decent pullback. Maybe down to 90. No, it was short. It was short. I don't have a trade at this point, but here this is where the short would have been, right where the ellipse is. 33.20. I mean, this thing is sold off better than almost 80 ticks. 80 ticks at 12.50 a tick. Better than 80 ticks now. You know, once upon a time in this room, Daniel, I used to trade copper quite a bit. I still do on occasion, but I used to trade it quite a bit. I used to trade live cattle. I used to trade cocoa. I used to trade cotton. And, there were days, let's say, when the NASDAQ is just, all right, Rich, see you tomorrow. When the NASDAQ or whatever, the ES, the indices are just, poopish. And, I'd get a cotton trade or a copper trade or whatever, a live cattle trade. And, I'd be nicely green and I'd, ask, who, anybody down still? And, I'd have guys, well, I didn't make any money today. Well, how did you not? Well, I don't trade copper. I don't have ICE data. I can't trade sugar. I can't trade cocoa. It's $115 a month, right? I mean, as a trader, YM is short, guys. It's going to get blasted, it looks like. I'm not saying there's a trade here. I'm just saying it's shorts. As a trader, I want to have as many options open to me as possible. So I have ICE data. I have Eurex data. That's $30 a month. I could trade the DAX. Nobody wants to trade the DAX. I mean, let's just take a look for the sake of conversation. Let's look at the DAX. No, I can't use that one. I use the NASDAQ. Let's look at the DAX's Crable. I mean, I personally do not care where money comes from. So here's the DAX. We pinged off the Crable, and looks like we finally went through here. 10.07, right? You'd be long 16,040. That went to 55. 15 handles. Yeah, I would probably, yes. Yeah, I would, Patrick. Yep, you're exactly right. I would have to change the hours to what, 3 a.m.? 3 a.m.? Oh, 4 a.m. Okay. But the point I'm trying to make is not every trade is going to be a winner, but the high preponderance of trades, the high probability of trades are winning trades. Back next week will be 3 a.m. Okay. I mean, I can show it on any instrument. The 30-minute range is very important. I can't believe crude. Oh, they're down to 300 buyers. Well, you got a small crude short to 87. Got an unfinished auction to trade to if you guys want to try to get an unfinished auction. How much is what a tick? DAX, $25. You spelt it correctly, Becky. Yeah, copper's getting a small bounce here, Mimi. It's getting a bounce. I'm watching it. 2890, 2900. Guys, it's been a really fun trade. This Russell still selling below third target now. On what? Copper, Mimi? How's the duck? My wife was tickled pink with that. Let's go over what the bot did today. Here's the bot total. 965 plus. Let me turn that off. They're off. Bot did 965 today on 3 trades. Here is the ES. Took no trades. Purple to purple. Comes on at 6, off at 11. No trades in the ES today. Interestingly enough, no trades in gold. This rarely happens. Purple to purple. No trades in gold. Here is the NASDAQ, which took a long early this morning at 812 and took a losing trade. The Russell took 1 trade today. It has hit all 3 targets. So the break even button on this thing. So I got out of this with $100. I gave up 200. I gave up $550 on this trade with the break even button. And the other one was this big winner in crude. Nice, Mimi. 1 trade on crude. So I think, what did I say? 965? 965 green. Bots are done trading, guys. 3 trades, 2 for 3. That's a trend day for you. Guys, everybody's made something, right? I don't care if you made $100. Everybody has made something. What total? The bot total, Daniel? Yeah, 965. Up 965. We should average on the bots. I mean, to put it in perspective, this is a trend day. Overall, cumulative, we should average about 7 trades a day. We had 3 today, and 1 was at 8:15. Guys, have a blessed afternoon. Those of you that are with me at 1 o'clock.